the eyes after she said that. Then she was like, BAM! Slapped me right in my face. Like, huh? Hey guys, I know I probably rushed into this stuff. We started this channel. It was pretty new. If you guys checked out my first channel, it was mostly just of music video edits, and I decided to do something that's, you know, including my face in it, and maybe something a little different. I don't know. This is probably gonna be the only time I'm gonna be recording stuff without Xavier. We were planning on doing it just me and him, like all the time, but like, I don't feel like if we can't see each other every week, like if we end up not seeing each other every week, and it's like every other week, I don't want it to be like every other week we don't do videos. I want to like post something. I don't want to leave you guys with no content at all. So I'm pretty sure that this is a little too late, because I should have posted this yesterday, and this is like we only did 1 week without any content being posted. Anyways, what I was gonna say is that you know, I kind of like rushed into everything, and I haven't done anything like this yet. But now I already had 2 events that I thought was pretty interesting to show all of you guys. One of them was we were going to a pumpkin patch. Then it turned out just to go apple picking. We were supposed to go pumpkin patch, and we just changed it to apple picking. Me and Xavier do not live together. He lives on the other side of the Bronx. I live on a completely other side, and we kind of rushed into this because we're kind of like new, but this is probably going to be an ongoing thing. I'm not going to leave you guys every week with no content, so I'm thinking about having maybe some skits. It won't be a regular thing, but we will do some skits. There will be some new things going on. I have a couple of events going on. There's going to be a couple big events, actually. It's kind of big. Next video is probably going to be on either Wednesday or Thursday. Probably not maybe there'll be a lot of videos posted this week. There'll be a video either posted on Wednesday or Thursday, and Friday for sure, and Sunday for sure. I haven't had any normal time to talk to you guys like without anybody else, so I'm just being real right now. I'm being real with you guys, and this is probably gonna be the first time. This is the first time, yeah. I've recorded other stuff, but I never actually used it. I deleted it. I thought it was stupid. I messed up a lot. But I'm using this, and this is gonna be like a soft intro. The first one was kind of like hardcore, and it came in like really fast, like no explanation, no anything. Just came out and just started talking about what we were doing and throwing jokes. But this is my soft intro. I'm not gonna start throwing you guys in like some random stuff and random events and just make jokes and memes out of everything. So yeah, Xavier recently upstate. He was upstate, and I bet some people have asked me about how are we related, and me and him are cousins, but we're not blood related. But we are cousins. Our families knew each other since they were really young, and they considered each other family, and we became family. So me and Xavier are considered cousins. We are cousins. All this stuff started when I was watching a YouTuber, and I realized doing vlogs, they were kind of like real and fun, and then it turned out to be a thing. And then I said, why not? Why don't I do it? So me and Xavier decided to do one together. We started talking about doing the channel, and we planned it out. And my I've been with my mom my whole life. Um, my mom and my dad, and after they made me, they separated, and it got kind of they kind of separated. So I don't have my dad in my life as much as I should, and but then we make up for it once in a while. We make up for it. Then it turns out to be a very nice thing. Sometimes he invites my sister. So I wanted. So a lot. So there's some deep stuff that happened during my time before I even thought about doing something like this. I was even in high school or middle school, yeah, and everything was really deep. And I was bullied a lot in elementary. Not really much in middle school. I started standing up for myself, and I realized that some of the comments were. I barely got any bad comments on me. I had a couple relationships in middle school. Some of them were really bad. They were really bad because at the time where I was making relationships with other people, like this girl named Donnelly, I thought that it was kind of dragged a little bit. One of her friends, they quote unquote saw me check someone out, and then they told her, and she straight up just said, "We're done." That's it. Just, we're done, because I checked someone out. Apparently you can dump someone from checking someone out once. We were only dating for like 7 days, probably a week, probably like a couple weeks. There was these really awkward moments where I would where like the first day we started, I asked her out. I didn't actually ask her out. I was like really shy, so I had to ask her best friend to ask her out for me, and then she would say yeah. And then after that, the date was over. I would come through, and I would see her hugging her friends first when she would see me. Like, I would come in with her friends, and she would hug them first, and then I just like walked right past her, and then like, I don't know, it was like so awkward. I didn't want to stand there waiting for a hug. So you know what I mean? I love thirsty. So I just walked right past her. Then she grabbed my hand and pulled me back, and then she gave me a hug then, and yeah, I was really cringy. It was really awkward and cringy. I have multiple relationships. There was this one time I literally dated the most popular girl in school. It was insane. I was like, am I dreaming? Is this real? Like, no way. No way could that be real. Then, we dated for a couple times. It turned out not even be real. I don't know. I feel like her friends literally forced me to do all this stuff. Like, they would say if she was sad, and then they would like drag me to her and just put my arm around her. Like I didn't even know what they were doing. They just did it. They just like there would be these times where there was this time where I walked in the lunchroom. I didn't look at her yet. I didn't see her yet. It was a big lunchroom. She was like across the whole cafeteria. So I just walked through. I was talking to my friends while I was walking, because we've been in the class all day and not able to talk because the teacher's really strict. So I just walked through, and then her friend comes out of nowhere, grabs me by the arm. So she was dragging me all the way to the other side of the cafeteria, and then I just see my girlfriend, the most popular girl in school, having her head down, looking like she was crying. So she like dragged me, put me on top of the chair, and forced my arm on top of her. So I felt like really uncomfortable. Like she just like forced this. I'm supposed to see this for myself and then know what's the right thing to do and the right thing to say. I can't be forced to do it. If that's the case, then everything's just weird and awkward. So then I was like, what's going on? What's wrong? And then she was like, then her friend came out of nowhere. And she was like, comfort her. I'm like, you just like put my arm around her like forcefully. You just dragged me over here. You know, I'm literally covering her right now, and you tell me to comfort her? I'm already on top of her. Like, what else do you want me to do? I just asked her what's wrong. What do you want me to do? Cradle her like a baby? I can't do that. She's sitting down. It got really weird, really weird. Because then she wouldn't even say anything. She just had her head down. She wouldn't look at me. More things happened. There was this friend I knew. Her name was Faith. And she said that she had really bad acne on her face, and then she said that she didn't like people looking at her face, and then I was just playing around, and I took my jacket and just threw it on top of her face. I took my jacket and threw it on her face. I remember I said that. So I threw my jacket on top of her, covering her, and I was like, no, nobody look. And then someone came out of nowhere and was like, oh, I'm telling your girlfriend. Her name was Janine, by the way. But they said Janine. Her name was Janine. My girlfriend's name was Janine. She was the most popular girl in school. So I was like, what are you gonna tell her? I'm just playing around. Apparently, you can get in trouble for doing that. I didn't even like her like that. We were just friends, and I was just playing around. And how is that even flirtatious? Like, my jacket's on top of her. I'm not even touching her. I was like this. I wasn't even touching her. My jacket was over her, and my arms were like this, covering her. That's it. Apparently, I got in trouble. She broke up with me for that. Middle school relationships are like that. People can say they're not, but because it looks different on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. But it really is pretty childish. People in middle school are like, oh, this is my girlfriend. Yeah, babe. No. I knew how to handle a real relationship in middle school. Yeah, I maybe didn't know what real love was, but I knew what was the right thing to do and the right time to do it. And I wasn't gonna break up with my girlfriend for whatever she does with another dude. I literally had a girlfriend named Luki. Her name was Lucrecia, but we called her Luki. And she was always around dudes. Yeah, I may have overreacted one time because they were really close, talking like they were talking about some secret stuff, and I was like, I have a good reason to react the way I did. But besides that, she had a lot of male friends, and I was okay with that. She still talked to her friend Derek. That was her ex-boyfriend. She still talked to him. I didn't care. I really didn't. I got mad at the kid that she was with, that she was talking to, that they were really close. His name was Jonathan. We were on a field trip, and they were talking really close, like they were shoulder to shoulder. And then he was like talking to her like he was with her, and I got really pissed off. I have a good reason to be pissed off. So I went over there and I pushed him back, and I was like, "Yo, what are you doing? What are you guys talking about?" And then he was like, "What are you doing? What's wrong?" And then my ex-girlfriend, the first girl I told you about, the girl that she broke up with me because I was checking someone out, she came out of nowhere, and then she started yelling at me like, "What are you doing? Who do you think you are? F you, this and that," and like she was getting at me like, wow, okay, I can't believe you even care. You don't even talk to Jonathan. And hello, I have a good reason to be upset right now. You don't. He's not you. You're not him. So that stuff really bothered me. That day, it got really weird. I didn't talk to Lucretia after that. I didn't talk to her after that. I didn't talk to her for a long time after that. So when we got back, we were in after school program, and I was innocently just talking to my friend, and then Donnelly, the first girlfriend I had there, she just appeared out of nowhere. They were just talking to her friends, and then she started talking a lot of crap about me out loud, trying to get my attention on purpose. So, then she came up to me, and then she started yelling at me even more. Like, wow, you just can't let it go, can you? I already let go of what Jonathan did. I'm done. Okay, it's over. No, she wanted to keep on going and going and going. And then she said that she called me the P word because she said that I'm too scared of her to even look at her in the eyes, because I was looking down because I was exhausted of hearing her voice. Her voice was annoying. Hearing her just chatter, like yelling, talking about who I think I am, like all that stuff. Like, I'm so like over this already. It's annoying. And then she said I was too afraid to look at her. Like, she said I was too afraid to look at her in the eyes. I picked up my head. I looked her dead in the eyes after she said that. Then she was like, BAM! Slapped me right in my face. Like, I'm sorry that you are offended that I'm not afraid of you. Yeah, I ran. Well, I mean, you gonna expect me to defend myself against a female? You gonna tell me to hit her? I can't hit her. I can't hit a girl. I really can't. You can't hit a female. So I just had to run, because she was chasing me after that. I jumped over the desks, and she was chasing me, and oh my god, I could hear everybody saying, "Run, run!" And I was like, "I'm out!" Zoom! I was like a road runner. So that happened, and then after that, she accused me of something insane. She accused me of, what do you call it? I think is it catfishing? I don't know what it's called. But she accused me of pretending like I was like some sort of like stalker. And of course she would accuse me of all people. She literally just backstabbed me like a month ago. Why wouldn't she accuse me of anything? We literally had like a whole conference with not only parents, but we had like a bunch of attorneys. We all had like sit in this office just talking about the incident. And there was another kid that she said that was also doing it too. His name was Edwin. He got, if it wasn't me, clearly it's this kid, whoever this kid is. I didn't talk to him. I never talked to him. All I knew was his name was Edwin Lopez. Probably shouldn't have said his name. Okay. He got off scot-free. I got 30 days suspended. That was rich. That was rich. Oh my god. They had me sent to a school where literally kids in there they were so vicious and violent. They made me who I am right now. Because going there made me feel so soft. Like, it made me feel like I had so much to gain. Like, I was too afraid to confront people. Going to I don't know if it was just some sort, like, it wasn't actually a punishment. Maybe it was just something to help me gain something. like like symbolism. Yes, it was definitely a punishment towards everybody else and everybody else's point of view. It was a punishment. So I I went to the school, and they were literally all the students were there literally all went to prison before. Not prison, but like a precinct. They went to a precinct before they even came to school. They had me pat down every morning. They had me take off my belt, take off everything, and my chain, because my chain is gold. So I had to take this off every time. And you can tell my fingers are huge. And this thing is really tiny. Look at this. Look at my fingers compared to the chain after I hold it. Imagine having to take this off. So it was really rough at that time. I wanted to find a way to shorten this suspension, and I couldn't. I tried, couldn't, and I got all the punishment. And Edwin, the actual guilty guy, the guy that's supposed to be the one in my place, literally got off free. After that, I came back a completely different guy. I was literally afraid of nothing. If the guy confronted me, I would be like, what? What do you want? I went back out like I used to. 30 days in a school full of juvenile delinquents. A bunch of them. 20, probably like 10, 20 max. So I had to go through that 30 days, a whole month. So I was surrounded by that, and I literally had a breakdown because there were like 5 fights at the same time. They were all fighting over 5 different things. Each one, like one went off right there, like 5 dudes fighting. Then I'm watching them. Then I hear another fight going in the back. They're all punching at each other. 1, 2, and 3, 4, like a bunch of groups just fighting. It was like a turf war. So they were just fighting, and I'm like, yo, I just look paralyzed. Then I'm just like staring into nowhere, and I'm just like realizing where the heck am I? Like, what did I do to deserve this? To be in such a place like this? So after that, I realized I didn't actually realize that after. It was kind of clear and obvious that Donnelly probably knew it was actually Edwin, but just chose to let me take the wrath. Which is not surprising, is it? So anyways, long story short, I had another relationship that I got in trouble for losing my virginity, and it was I kind of regretted it at the moment after. I kind of regretted it, but then when I got caught, then I realized I screwed up. I do wish I never did that. I really do wish I never did that, because I don't even like that person right now. The person I lost my virginity with, I don't like that person not one bit. And then I did it again with someone. I'm pretty sure that someone is watching this now. Well, clearly the second time wasn't the time of losing my virginity, but you know, I did it in the house without my mom knowing, without permission, and my mom never knew. And I brought that person in my house multiple times, and I got in trouble multiple times. And we actually got away with it twice before, and then we got in trouble the 3rd time and the 4th time. And it was really bad. And and I'm pretty sure that this person that I'm talking about right now, the third and fourth time I brought this person in here. The first time was with a girl named Rolana. I'm not gonna say the last name, clearly. Probably kind of made a mistake saying Edwin's full name. Rolana I brought her here twice. And then my other girlfriend was I don't think I should say that name. If I say the name, I bet my phone's gonna I'm joking. Yeah, I'm not gonna say the name. But the person's I'm absolutely sure this person's watching this video. But the third time was a girlfriend of mine. She's 17. She was 17. Now she's 18. She's in Massachusetts in college right now. I had another girlfriend and I brought her to the house 1, 2, 4 times. I think it was 4 times. We both got caught twice. Yeah, we got caught twice. And we only got away with it once. We only got away with it one time. And yeah, we got caught the other those other 2 times. And after that, we oh my god. This is crazy. I didn't think this video was gonna go on this long. This is longer than my festival vlog. My goodness. Alright, I'm gonna make this a little more, I'm gonna speed everything up a little more. So I really regret bringing that second girl here and the first one, Raylana. I regret bringing Raylana here, and I regret bringing that second girl here. Proves me right. I had a bunch of difficult relationships in middle school. None of them were actual serious relationships. None of them were serious. None of them were actually reasonable and realistic. Some of them, actually all of them were, all the relationships I had in middle school were destroyed or little things. And then that's when this girl came in my life and, oh boy. I don't know if I should bring this up. I'm gonna say her name, because I think this girl I'm about to talk about right now is way better than the second girl I brought. And that girl knows who she is. All I know, I can only hint who she is. She's a blondie. That's all I'm gonna say. I definitely think the girl I'm about to talk about right now is way better than the blondie. I can say that straight on forward. This girl her name was Victoria. She was I can't describe it. I can't. She's with somebody else right now, but it's whatever. It's cool. It was difficult. It was really difficult because we had some rough time. And then it got really bad. I saw some stuff I really wish I didn't see. Some really bad stuff, but I mean, crazy. I gave Victoria a chain from my wallet. I didn't give it to her. She just took it off my wallet when we were dating, and she still wears it now, today, when she's with somebody else. I will see you guys next video.